And welcome to the Big T Show. I am Big T, going solo this week, and I got to check in to make sure that I'm doing this right because I am Big Boomer besides Big T. Yeah, I know that'll get old one day, but did it right. Eventually, I'll believe in myself, and I'll be like, oh shoot, I know how to do it. Instead of every week being, hey, I'm Big Boomer. Let me see if I know how to do it. But hey, we got it. We're good to go. Now I'm going to put that shit on airplane mode so I don't get interrupted with any interruptions. But, I'm coming to you live on a Monday. Last week we had Rich Knox and Tall Genius in studio, and it was an awesome interview. Awesome dudes. The album's out now, Natural Born Kings, airplane mode on. Let's rock and roll. But I solo week. I was gonna go do an open mic in Jersey. Shout out to Elazar Guzman. They run an awesome mic on Mondays at the Raise the Bar, and I wanted to go out there. I know it's a little far, and I tell people, and they're like, "Oh, it's a little far. That's a long way." Yeah, no, maybe I should just give up on my dreams. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? It's 20. How far is it? You know what I mean? Like, is it a? I measure intervals of joints. It's a joint and a podcast one way. You know what I mean? Like any further, it's two joints and so on. And where am I going to do an open mic? You know what I mean? There's closer places, but it's still 45 minutes away from Rockaway. And Jersey, you get different exposure. Who knows, So I had that planned, but then my other buddy hit me up. We have Met tickets tonight. So I'm like, all right, there goes the mic. So let me get on this mic. And like I always say, this is a selfish exercise of me talking. And I just wanted to get on the mic, get some thoughts out, add some things to talk about. And I just wanted to talk, you know what I mean? Then fucking eat some edibles, go to the Met game and not talk. Use my mouth, but for eating, like a fat fuck, probably $100 worth of food, like a fucking animal I am. But I'm feeling good. Went to the Knicks game last night. Another buddy of mine. I'm not going to mention his name, but we're friends because besides being like-minded people and have a lot of things in common, he's just one of these people that, maybe wasn't dealt the best hand for whatever reason, and just not in a bad way, but just maybe whatever. Everyone has their little faults so that we're born with that you have to overcome or whatever it is, and he doesn't let nothing overcome him. And he got us Knicks fucking playoff tickets, and like he stuck by me when I was bad, man, like gambling, coke, fucking. I have money. I owed so much money from so many people, getting fucking small business loans from Sandy that my mom couldn't get one for her house. I mean, just fucking not like just being a fucking shithead, and he didn't have the best job, but we became really good friends after Sandy because there was no one else. Everyone was away, and he would take care of me. Peter Lug is this. I had the weed and I was rolling up, but to have like my little buddy take care of me, and and then he goes and gets us Knicks tickets last night. It's just, that's a great friend. He's one of my best friends, and we had a great time. Never been to a Knicks playoff game. The Garden was fucking rocking, man. And we had 59 minutes. Of lovemaking, not me and him. Like I had passionate sex, great sex for 59 minutes, and then I couldn't come. The Knicks couldn't win. 9.9 seconds left. Fucking Trae Young, who has had a great game, a lot of bullshit calls, crushes the Knicks. The fucking 17,000, whatever the fucking amount of people were there, like. It just deflated. You know what I mean? Fucking, my buddy wanted to fucking just like jump off the bridge. I'm like, yo, calm down. It's the first game. But the place was rocking. You need your vaccine card. They're like 90% of the people with the vaccine card, they didn't even look at it. What are you gonna see that it's a fake card anyway? You know what I mean? They give me a wristband, and like, I'm just so happy that back in the day, I never followed the rules. You know what I mean? Like, I always beat my own drum or whatever the fuck that term is, and I was a fuck up. But know what? And I went rogue. You know what I mean? I always did my own thing, and I just feel so much better like now that as I'm older, that I'm not like conforming to all the bullshit that I see so many other people conforming to. And I say bullshit, yeah, people die, but I mean like going to the game, like you need a vaccine card. They weren't even looking at it. You know what I mean? Like it's all what's that shit called? Where they fucking it's for show. It's for show. It's bullshit. But like I think about it sometimes, like thank God I went rogue and said, know what? I'm gonna be occupational disobedient disorder the rest of my life, and not follow the rules or question the rules every turn I can. And it got me this far, but know what? I feel so much better as the world is still marching along in this fucking like blind, just dumb, like, oh, listen to the government, listen to the people over here, listen to these shitheads that don't have our best interest at heart. When my selfish ass has my best interest at heart, and I'm not following the rules, and I'm listening to my own fucking rules that makes fucking sense. You know what I mean? Like, cross-check some shit in your head, you fucking idiots. But back to the Knicks game. I love the Knicks' first playoff game, and I would go to the Knicks home opener every year. When I first started UPS, I would call in ESPN radio. They just started, so they're trying to grow their station, and they would give away free everything. 3 years in a row, I had Knicks home opener tickets. Fucking gift certificate to Nick and Steph Steakhouse downstairs. I won Jet season tickets. I won fucking just so many things. I won Black History Month. I was at ESPN Zone. I met Steve Harvey, Deion Sanders. I almost got arrested that one. I brought my friend with me. We got shit-cocked because it was free booze and food, and it was like a forum for Black History Month. I don't know. I just called up and won. And we went there, and I was harassing one of the workers because I was just drunk and horny probably. And I apologize to the lady now. And the cops came. I didn't get arrested. But, like, so many events. And even, like, they even changed the rules on me, on me, because I was caller 3. I'll call 3. I hung up. I swear to God, I was caller 6. Hung up. Call again. I was caller 9. You know what I mean? There was times that then they said, oh, you can only win once with a 30-day period, because I was winning twice a month. Tiger Woods for Xbox. I don't even play Xbox. I play PlayStation. Just anytime I would call in just to win. And they changed the rules, so then I used my brother's name for the Jet season tickets. And then I call my other friend. He's like, oh, your brother won on the radio. I go, what? I go, that's me. He didn't win. He's calling up trying to claim the tickets. Motherfucker, what did you do to get those fucking tickets, Sean? Nothing. I'm listening. I'm using your name and your tax bracket to win these Jets season tickets. But I didn't even like the Jets. I sold them for like $600 to some guy at work. But for like 3 years in a row, I won Knicks home opener. I was there a lot. And we had season tickets a couple years ago, right before Durant was supposed to come here. Number 1 pick. We got the 3rd pick. No free agents. It was miserable. Not miserable, but if you don't want to go to the game with a young, shitty team, like, could we sell the tickets? We couldn't even sell the tickets because everything we invested in didn't come to fruition. But now, you know what I mean? My buddy, I was like, yo, put in work. Call these motherfuckers. Say, because Corona, we didn't get the season tickets. We want playoff tickets. We got the playoff tickets. And you know what? We might have got talking into season tickets next year, but I love this fucking team. The Garden was fucking rocking. I had my Bake What Your Mama Gave You jersey on. I was so high and paranoid. I'm like, yo, they have cameras here. They're going to see my fucking trademark, what's that shit called? Infringement on. So I kept taking my hat off and putting it over my jersey like a fucking high stone, fucking paranoid, pothead fucking freak. But it was a great fucking time. And listen, the Knicks, 1-0. We'll see what happens, but I wanted to lead off with that. And then just one of my favorite Garden moments was we went to a game. My buddy only drank vodka. Now there's vodka stands everywhere. I thought I'd put that on fucking airplane mode. How am I getting mails, you fucking stupid computer? But my friend only drank booze. Now there's booze everywhere. I feel like you can only get, back in the day, you can only get like drinks. You can't get mixed drinks or whatever from certain, like there was like three bars maybe in the Garden. So we went there, like, we paid all this money to watch the game on the TV so he can drink. But as long as I could do coke and drink, I didn't give a fuck, And there was a guy selling popcorn that looked like Ron Jeremy. And we're just sitting there harassing him. I'm all jacked up. My friend's drinking vodka. And I notice he's just, like, playing with his fingers in the popcorn. Like, seemed very therapeutic. And he was rolling the popcorn kernels like those people that roll the quarters, like a magician. And like, and next thing you know, I'm like, hey, can I put my head in there? Boom, I put my head in there. I'm fucking spitting the popcorn out. He gave me a box of it. I'm pouring it in my mouth. I'm pouring it back in. People would come. I'd calm down for a little. Then he would sell them popcorn. And the whole time, he's like just playing with the popcorn with his hand. This Ron Jeremy looking motherfucker. And every time I go to the garden, I just think of that fucking animal. And I'm an animal, but you shouldn't let me be able to fucking do that, you know? But we wanted to start off on a high note. The Knicks game, we didn't win, but just being in the building for the first play, like since 2013, and before that's probably even fucking longer, because the Knicks don't get to the fucking playoffs. But I love this team. There's big things coming with this fucking team. But I have to follow up with some bad news of, you know what I mean? I'm going through a breakup right now. It's a little tough because I really like this person. This thing, you know? Chase, the bank, is breaking up with me. I get a letter in the mail saying they're ending their relationship with me. No excuse. It's not you, it's me. I hate fat people. You pant too hard when we have sex. Just a letter saying our relationship's done. Very, very corporate. And in 2021, where big corporations suck and we're supposed to hate them all, and we should. They do suck. I like Chase. You know what I mean? Besides the outsourcing, you know, you got a fucking Indian lady once in a while. You can't understand what the fuck she's saying. Besides, everyone's doing that. But like, besides that, they're not a bad company. They slip by you with fraud alerts, all this stuff. You know, so I went to the bank today, and they're like, yeah, sorry, nothing you can do. I'd get all your money out before the June 4th so they don't hold your money. I'm like, what the heck? I feel violated. You know what I mean? I'm getting broken up with through a letter from a fucking corporation. Like, and it's not even like I pissed away my money again. Like, hey, like, there's no reason to have this shithead in our account. He has no money. He's overdrafted. I'm only making $35 from him. You know what I mean? Like, there's money in there, and there's money coming in from the Social Security. So it's like, not like I don't have some money in there. It's like, you know what I mean? There was a time in my life where I would just overdraft constantly. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they charge you money, but for a degenerate drug addict, who cares? You're on borrowed time anyway. Fuck it, just overdraft everything. And then, you know what I mean? I get my life together, stop drinking. Then I put some money. I had some money. And then these cocksuckers, they're constantly calling me up. Hey, do you want to invest with Chase? I'm like, yo, fuck you, Chase. Like, it was my own fault not having money and pissing it all away and fucking legal fees, what have you. But it's like, now you want to be my friend? Now that I got some bread? You know what I mean? Like, how about all those loans to pay the bookies that I was trying to get from you guys, small business loans? And you said no. But now I have money, you want to work with me? Suck my fucking dick from the back, Chase. Actually, you know what? Maybe the relationship wasn't as good as I thought it was. No, but seriously, man, it sucks. It's going to take me 2 days to change everything from Chase to whatever bank I fucking use now. But it was like the most violent. I asked the manager, he's like, I never really seen this before. And I'm not even doing, you know what I mean? I'm not doing illicit shit. You know what I mean? I gamble. I have it to FanDuel, William Hill, 2 fucking DraftKings, 1 for fantasy, 1 for gambling. I just did a horse betting one for the podcast we did recently. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm a degenerate. Is that a crime? Being in the game? It's legal now. Weasley, all my vices are becoming legal. How the fuck am I getting punished still? Like, I don't get it. Even like the shitheads PayPal. Like, I'm big into 7 days free subscription for like a streaming service so I can watch a show or a movie because that's the only place it's on. I'm like, yeah, I'll cancel it. Next thing you know, I'm paying more money for streaming services than I was with the shitty cable company because fucking you forget to do it. Probably thousands of dollars a year. You know, I got this new Truebill thing that eliminates shit, but we'll see how that fucking works. But like PayPal's like, yeah, fraud alert. After I won some money trying to take money out, you know what I mean? They let me take out more money. I deposited by accident because I was so high. And they're like, oh, we can't use PayPal. And then all of a sudden, these assholes are still letting fucking payments go through. You know what I mean? I got Chase breaking up with me. It's like, it's like a weird. I don't even know what's going on. I hope I'm not getting like identity theft. I don't even fucking know it. But it's like very weird right now. Like I have money and they don't want to take it. Like I really don't understand this. And it's just it's a wild time right now. I'll be going through a fucking breakup with your fucking bank, you know. But nah, that's my breakup story of the day. Fucking Chase ending their relationship. That's what they said in the letter. Sorry, we're ending our relationship with you. Like what? Oh man. But listen, like I said, this is a selfish act of me just talking. I was supposed to go to an open mic, and I forgot I had Met tickets today, so I'm just doing a little talking, just trying to get it out. I have some things to talk about. Like I said, oh man, I know I'm sweating right now just because it's not even cold. It's not even that hot today. It was fucking hot yesterday, the last 2 days. But I'm working on it. You know, I'm trying. Shout out to Vince, I got a trainer. I need accountability. You know, I need someone to answer to. I need to if I don't, I just float through life eating edibles and eating more food, and I feel a lot better. I know a lot of people were making comments about me gaining weight, and I didn't realize till it was too late. It's like gambling. Sometimes on a Tuesday you'll be up 20,000. And you're like, wow, man, I could be a professional gambler. Like, you start believing that shit, you're drinking your own tea leaves. Like, I could do this for a living. And then Thursday comes, you're down 5,000. You gave it 20,000 and then some. Seriously. And you're like, please, man. You think, like, why can't I just go back to Tuesday when I had all this money? And that's how I feel. Like, I lost a bunch of weight, and now I'm fucking back being a fucking fat pile of shit. And I'm like, could we just go back to when I was like, you know what I mean? Like, when I lost that weight but now I have an uphill battle ahead of me. And so many of my friends and people I deal with were trying to tell me, hindsight, like, I wasn't paying attention. You know, I just wasn't listening for whatever reason. And I always wanted people to box with me. And we do some boxing training. And I even had, in my old apartment, I had a friend of mine, this small girl helping me. I'm doing the pads, punching. I think I ate an edible beforehand. And somehow, like, I got crossed up and I hit myself. And I knocked myself, not out, but to the floor. And today we were fucking doing boxing training. And, I almost Kool-Aid man right through the fucking wall, the second floor of this fucking building. We were doing something. He's like, knee kick this or elbow. I tripped over my own feet. I swear to God, I almost fell through the fucking wall. Kool-Aid man style today. It was fucking hilarious. But, like, I know I'm fat. You know what I mean? And, like, I have a big chest plate, so like even if I lost my tits, I would still have a big chest. But like, you know what I mean? Like, my feet aren't fat. Your feet are all bones. And like fucking Nordstrom and all these stores, more and more, I click on. Not that I need more sneakers. Maybe it's God helping me against myself. But like, yeah, like people discriminate against just big guys. Like, I'm a size 14. I can't find 14s in my size. Like, they don't even. It's not like they're sold out. It's a fucking. It just goes up to 13. Like, yo. Like, there's tall, skinny guys with small feet. Like, it's not even discriminating against fat guys. Like the fucking scumbag in Verizon yesterday I go in there with no mask on. I see him shuttling stuff around, like, nervously as I'm locking my bike up. I put my mask on like fucking society tells you to. I go in there, and he's like, sir, do you have a shirt? I'm like, I got a mask on. Like, which one is it? No shirt, no service? No mask, no service. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? It's 2021. I just want to pay my fucking bill and hit the streets. Oh, there's a woman here. Who gives a fuck? She should be having her tits out too. Letting the patriarch hold her ass down. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Like, a lot of these women didn't get the memo. It's 2021. It's not the 50s. You're not in the kitchen, and your husband's not going to beat you. And know what? If your husband is going to beat you, like, that, get out of that bad relationship. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Well, sometimes these women need the man. Like, so that's your fault for putting all your apples with some shithead who's taking it out on you now. But like, yo, because the lady's in there, like, yo, you can take your shirt off too. There should be more nipples everywhere. I like when women breastfeed their kids. They're usually like huge plump tits, like from pregnancy and filled with milk. It's not like they're usually ginormous. Like, they're like what a dream. What you think a big old titty would look like, filled with milk. Like, they should breastfeed everywhere. I don't give a fuck. Breastfeed in front of me. I love it. But I'm trying is what I'm trying to say. Fucking working out. I'm just looking at the camera. I was just sweating a little, even though it was fucking nice out. But I was just going through a couple of my notes. Like I said, this is just, I wanted to go to an open mic, but this is getting my thoughts out also. And it's healthy. It's therapy. You know what I mean? I'm smoking a fucking joint. It's a Mac Purple, a Purple Mac, some shit. But I was caught up in my friend talk about Applebee's, a comedian friend. And I was like, bro, how do you even bring up Applebee's? It's the fucking hand job of fast food chains like that. Like, there's Outback, which is the blow job, the best. You know what I mean? Like, who settles for Applebee's? And we went back and forth. We were arguing. And it just brought me up this time. I would go to Outback a lot, sometimes wrecked. And, like, would be eating I'd order the lobster tails. And, like, I'm doing shots of butter to try to, like, impress the waitress. And sometimes I'd pick them up. But one time, my buddy and his girl, we went out. I forget what it was. I was so hungover. We started drinking. I took the girl. We got the girls. I got the girls. What the fuck is that called? I picked up the waitress. You know, I was bombed. Scooped her. Started saying that she was a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, I picked her up. We ordered. I remember one time we brought us back to my apartment. She was like a pathological liar. The first time we took her out, we just went for some pizza, and she was talking about her grandma bringing her to like this big Broadway play where she was obviously just lying. You know what I mean? She told me her name was one thing, and on her arm, it was like a different name with like bats or something. Like she had like bats tattoos. Like it was a Halloween themed tattoo lying about her name. I don't know. I wanted a blowjob. I wanted some pussy. You know what I mean? I wanted some Outback pussy. So we're at the pizza place. She's pathologically lying. As she's eating the pepperoni pizza, the oil going between her fingers. Like, I hate liars, so I wasn't even going to tell her, like, yo, you should get a napkin. I was like, let this fucking liar get grease everywhere. This fucking lying bitch. I didn't like her. But to get laid, you know what I mean? You have to act like that. You know what I mean? I went this far, bought a pizza. So we're hanging out another time. She got chicken franchise, and like the way she ate the pasta, she like twirled it up like a yarn ball, like one big yarn of spaghetti, and like was eating it almost like a candy apple. Like, just disgusted me. And I was like, it was mad cold in my apartment. It was the summertime, and I was like, yo, you better put that in the fridge, like, you know what I mean, if you want it for later, whatever. She's like, no, it's nice, it's good. So we had sex, passed out. The next morning, she was trying to eat the chicken. I'm like, yo, you're gonna get sick. And at this point, I knew she was like a little mentally unhinged. And it was like a nice beach day, so I'm like, yo, I got a family party I forgot about. So she's like, oh, cool. So I'm bringing her home. We stop at IHOP on Liberty Avenue. She's like, is that chicken spot still open? Maybe I'll get some chicken to go. Whoa, it's 9:00 in the morning. It's a pizzeria. I'm not, and A, it's closed. B, I'm not buying for you again. I told you to put it in the fucking fridge. You know what I mean? So I dropped her ass off. I really didn't like this girl because obviously she's a pathological liar. I was just trying to get fucking laid. It was a bad point in my life. Outback waitress, nothing against them, but just she just lied to me. So it was at the end of the relationship, and she goes, oh, Tommy, you didn't answer me again, blah, 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 because I was working a lot. I was fucking partying, gambling. She's like, I was at a bus stop, and 4 guys grabbed my arms, 2 grabbed my legs, and 1 put his hand up my dress and was like, you're lucky you're on your period. She goes, I had my pad in, and like, I was like, pad? Like, what year is it, 1950? They still use them? They don't have the thing that goes inside you with the fucking string? And, yeah, so she was like, I was like, oh, we have to catch these scumbags. Come on. She's like, Tommy, why do you care so much? I'm like, because when we were younger, my brother was molested by our swimming coach. He wouldn't even go to the beach with my dad. He wouldn't even shower when my dad was home. She's like, oh my God, why didn't you tell me sooner? Like a real fucking nutcase. You know what I mean? And fucking, I think about her sometimes. I was like, damn, man, thank God I didn't get her fucking pregnant. Thank God. Like, there's crazy bitches out there, and they get dudes that get her pregnant, and then they're stuck with them. Like, I didn't want to get into my past, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I dodged a bunch of bullets, and you know what I mean? Just thinking about when I was arguing with my friend about Applebee's, the fucking hand job of fucking fast food establishments just made me think of this. I forgot her fucking name, like, because she was lying. Her name was tattooed on her arm with like a Halloween bat scene or some shit, some shitty tattoo, and then she was telling me her name was something else. And you know, and listen, rape is serious. She was lying. Don't think I'm just brushing that off. She was pathologically lying. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't happen. I had to act like John Walsh from America's Most Wanted. Like, we got to catch these scumbags. You know what I mean? It's just fucking stupid fucking bitches, man. Oh man, what else? I was just going through some notes that I had on my phone, and just things that I was. That popped up, and the old school porno, the I'm showing my age. This is like 20, 30 years ago. No, well, yeah, maybe like 25 years ago. The people would have the cable boxes and you get free porno. You know what I mean? Like the boxes were everywhere, or at least all over Rockaway. And me and my friends, we would get high as shit. We would take someone's remote, probably mine from my parents, and go around to people's houses where like the blinds were open. And we would go and we would change the channels to porno. I remember there was like old people sitting there and they're watching like Wheel of Fortune. And we went up, we put on the porno, and they're like looking at each other. The mom, the ladies looking at the husband like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? Will you change the channel?" And like we would go around. I don't know why this was in my notes. It was something that came up that just made me fucking think about just doing stupid shit as a kid. Like, I wish, if anyone sees me, if you did this as a kid where you went around with the remote and put on the porno channel through people's windows and then run away, dying laughing. It was one of my favorite things to do because this family's just watching TV and now all of a sudden porno's playing, the girl's getting double teamed. It's so fucking funny, man. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I wrote it in my fucking notes like a fucking idiot. Oh, man. But I wanted to go over a couple things also. And like I said, this is a selfish act of me just talking. It's the Big T show, but you know what? I'm not getting on stage tonight going to a Met game, so I wanted to get some thoughts out. You know, I want to talk about the Knicks. I want to talk about the new show coming up. We have a show, nothing in cement yet, but we have all the ingredients, and we're gonna have a date soon. I don't want to give away too much because I mean, we're having a June comedy show. And you know, I mean, business is business, life is life. You know what I mean? I want to do one every month in the summer, and some places they're booked or this, that, the other guy, but the show must go on, and I'm loyal. I'm loyal to a fault, but there's like no loyalty in life. You know what I mean? Like from business to, you know what I mean, even your friends sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, it's rare. You know what I mean? Even in comedy, like just, you know what I mean? You can take care of someone for years, and then over whatever it is, they all the loyalty you showed them, they just bounce on you. You know what I mean? It's like, and it happens with friendship to business, like I said, to anything. So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to stay loyal and trying to do things, but also trying to be fucking a stand-up comedian and have shows. So if a business, you know what I mean, if things fill up or things weren't what they were, it is what it is. And there's plenty of establishments that, you know what I mean, want to maybe do some comedy, or we'll go back, we'll revisit some of the places we've been already. But we have a show in the works, and we also have some jerseys in the work. Bake What Your Mama Gave You. Prince Charles crushed this new throwback jersey. I don't want to give away too much of that also, but it's a throwback one, and we're gonna do one every May. As long as I'm alive. You know what I mean? We're going to do a throwback, Bake What Your Mama Gave You. We did the Knicks. We did the Nets. We did the South Beach, Miami Heat last couple of years. And this year we have a fucking banger. An absolute fucking banger. Prince Charles crushed us again, so stay tuned for that. Listen, I just wanted to give like a State of the Union, a little catch up, see how I'm doing, see how people are doing out there. Talk about this stupid Applebee's shit, the porno remote. Me working out, me punching myself and almost knocking Mr. Kool-Aid through the wall today. And it was an outside wall. I probably would have fell to 2 floors and shit. Oh, also shout out to my man Alex Grabard, weeding out the stoned at the Asylum Theater in Chelsea. Awesome show. Reached out to me to be on. Farouk Hussein, people know him. He was on. Some of the other comics I didn't know, but everyone was so fucking cool. And it's a weed game show, and you have to, if someone's not stoned, and it was such a great show. Like I didn't know what to expect, and the end result was so high up of just a well done show that I was on Friday, and I'm not sure if they recorded it, but it was a lot of fucking fun. And I thought I put it on airplane mode. How am I getting fucking alerts, you stupid motherfucker? But I just wanted to give them a shout out and all the comics. And listen, I always complain about these shithead comics, like some of them like Smile on Your Face, this. But you know what? There are a lot of good comics out there, friends that I'm meeting, and it was an awesome event, awesome show, and like I just wanted to give them a shout out before before I forgot about that. But listen, I just listen. This might have been a too selfish episode of myself just talking because I didn't have much to say, but I had a little to say, and I wanted to get on stage. But I got the Met game tonight, back-to-back Knicks, Mets, and I just wanted to complain a little about Chase because they're breaking up with me, and it's sad, and I got a lot of work to do to hopefully I'm not blackballed. I'll be fucked. But listen, there's been another episode of the Big T Show. A selfish act of me talking, but I hope some of it was entertaining. And we'll have more. We have some guests. I have a guy from Vegas, an artist from Vegas who might do a Zoom show. But I have a couple guests lined up. We have the new program I'm using, so it looks a little more professional. Like I always said, this was my weakest hand, or is my weakest hand. But doesn't mean I'm going to give up on it. And like I said, I love talking. I love doing this. And, listen, there are some people that watch because they come up to me when I see them and Stop and Shop or wherever. And I appreciate all of you. And check it out. And listen, we're going to have another show in June. We're going to have one in July. We're going to have one in August. I'm doing a summer concert series, so stay tuned for all that. And, listen, this has been another episode of The Big T Show. Remember, be the person you are when you're high. See you next week. Later.